Race number 1 of the afternoon, top of the stretch, has Kilkerran Jake, Star Connection, Cover Lady, Record Dallas, Candidate, Keystone Sasha, Charlotte Sis, and Forward Pass. They are off and pacing. Star Connection off the gate looking for the lead. Kilkerran Jake at the rail is away second. Up on the outside, Keystone Sasha wide third. And the extreme outside, Charlotte Sis hustling up looking for the lead. They move by the opening eighth. Star Connection emerging with the top spot. Charlotte Sis on the outside is second. Kilkerran Jake away third. Forward Pass is tied up fourth. Keystone Sasha taking a seat in five. Away sixth is Cover Lady on the outside, and racing from seven in the early going is Candidate. Pacing in eight and trailing the field is Record Dallas. They move past the opening quarter. Star Connection on top will dictate the early pace. Leads it by 1 length. Charlotte Sis sitting in the pocket. Kilkerran Jake is next in line third. Forward Pass at the rail is racing fourth. Up on the outside, first up is Candidate 5. Sixth is Keystone Sasha. Then Cover Lady and Record Dallas. They were by the quarter in 30 3/5 seconds. They round the top turn, approaching the half. Star Connection continuing on the front end by 1 length. Charlotte Sis getting a good journey second. Parked on the outside and moving up third is Candidate. Kilkerran Jake fourth. Cover Lady in the outside 5. Forward Pass has 6. Record Dallas from 7, and Keystone Sasha can see them all. They dip into the bend on their way to the 5/8, the half in 1:04 and 3/5 seconds. Moving down the backside, final time. It's still Star Connection, a length and a half lead over Charlotte Sis. Candidate still on the outside third, with Kilkerran Jake racing fourth. Outside Cover Lady has 5. Forward Pass locked in at the rail in 6. Record Dallas 7. And still trailing Keystone Sasha. They move on past the 3/4, and Candidate is now forging to the top. Star Connection racing second. Up on the outside, Cover Lady is third. Forward Pass along the rail is fourth. They head on to the 7/8, led by Candidate. Star Connection 3 wide. Cover Lady is racing third. Coming 3 wide on the outside is Record Dallas fourth. They move off the top turn, 1:37 and 4 the 3/4. Candidate leads them home, with Cover Lady on the outside now racing second. Record Dallas up on the limb is third. They drive to the stretch for the final time. Candidate, Record Dallas trying to close in. Candidate, Record Dallas. Candidate will win it. Record Dallas second. Cover Lady finishing third. First race winner, number 5, Candidate, 6-year-old son of Armbro, Omaha, by Gerard Smith, trained by Blaine McKenna. Jason McDougall driving the mile 2:11 2/5. Race number 2 of the afternoon has Tammy's Pride, Blue Time Shadow, Major Governor, PEI Angel, Silent Assault, Blue Mineral First, Side Splitter, Two Moon Junction, and Poetic Forecast. They are off and pacing at the rail. Tammy's Pride and Blue Time Shadow away looking for the early lead as they race into the first turn. On the outside, Blue Mineral First wide, racing third. Major Governor on the inside is racing fourth. On the limb, Silent Assault pacing in 5. On the inside, Poetic Forecast gets away 6. Two Moon Junction caught 3 wide in 7. Racing from 8 as they move on to the opening quarter is Side Splitter, and PEI Angel gets away at the back as they move past the opening quarter. Tammy's Pride leading it by 2 lengths. Blue Time Shadow is in pursuit second. Blue Mineral First racing third. Silent Assault next in line fourth. Parked out Two Moon Junction from 5. As they continue into the turn, Major Governor has 6. Poetic Forecast from 7. On the outside, PEI Angel is racing in 8. And 9th and trailing the field is Side Splitter. Opening panel in 31 seconds. They make their way off the top turn as they approach the half. Tammy's Pride still in control. Now moving to the outside to challenge is Blue Time Shadow second. Wide racing third is Silent Assault. On the inside, racing from 4 is Blue Mineral First. Two Moon Junction now at the rail in 5. Poetic Forecast to the outside in 6. PEI Angel moving up for 7. Major Governor has 8. And Side Splitter is at the back of the field. The half in 1:04 and 3. It's now Blue Time Shadow leading it by 1 length. On the inside, Tammy's Pride, Silent Assault moving up on the outside now second. They straighten out down the backside for the final time. Blue Time Shadow is in control. Tammy's Pride reclaiming second. Poetic Forecast coming 3 wide third. On the inside, Blue Mineral First saving ground in 4. They head for the upper turn. Blue Time Shadow is your leader by 1 length. Tammy's Pride right there second. On the outside, Poetic Forecast racing third. Coming 3 wide in 4 is PEI Angel, an 8th to come. 137 3/4. They straighten out for the payoff. Blue Time Shadow leads them home as they drive to the lane up at the far outside. PEI Angel, Tammy's Pride. Blue Time Shadow, PEI Angel. Blue Time Shadow will prevail. Finishing second is PEI Angel. It looks like Poetic Forecast third. The second race winner, number 2, Blue Time Shadow, a 3-year-old brown gelded son of Herod's, number Wayne Hill of Fredericton. Earl Smith driving. Mile in 2:09 and 1/5. Race number 3 has Bill Batter, Pepper Allen, Swing Or, Rambo Derby, Burnin', Night Orchid, Mac Combo, Nicky Gas, and LJ Sample. They are off and pacing. Pepper Allen's off the gate first to grab the lead. Bill Batter gets away second. Rambo Derby up on the outside third. The far outside, Nicky Gas wide fourth. Away fifth, LJ Sample. Swing Or settles in racing from 6. Burnin' next in line has 7. Night Orchid from 8. And Mac Combo is 9th and trailing. They move down the backside, approaching the opening quarter. Pepper Allen comes away on top, leading it by 1 over Bill Batter. Caught 3 wide. Nicky Gas second. Outside third. On the outside and now racing fourth, Rambo Derby. In the inside, LJ Sample takes a look out of 5. Swing Or has 6. Burnin' pacing along in 7. From 8, Night Orchid. And Mac Combo is still 9th and trailing. They were by the opening quarter in 31 and 4/5 seconds. They move on by the 3/8. Pepper Allen continuing to chart the path, leading it by 1. Getting a golden trip second is Bill Batter as they round the top turn. Nicky Gas still caught out racing third now with room at the rail. As they approach the half, Pepper Allen and Bill Batter still sit 1-2. Nicky Gas third. On the inside racing fourth is Rambo Derby. Burnin' moving up on the outside in 5. Outside racing in 6th is Night Orchid. Then Mac Combo from 7, LJ Sample 8, and Swing Or is 9th. Into the turn and past the 5/8 they head. 104 and 1 was the half. It's still Pepper Allen leading it by 3 parts of a length. Bill Batter moving to the outside second. Rambo Derby pacing along third. Up on the outside, here comes Night Orchid moving into contention 4th. 5th on the outside is Burnin'. They continue on past the 3/4. Pepper Allen still the leader by 1. Bill Batter right there second. Rambo Derby moving a closer third. 4th is Night Orchid. On the outside, Swing Or is 5th. They continue on past the 7/8. Pepper Allen leading it now by 2 lengths. Taking over second is Rambo Derby. Night Orchid looking to the outside third. Off the turn, 135 and 3 3/4. They straighten out to the lane for the final time. Led home by Pepper Allen. Rambo Derby. Night Orchid closing into the outside third, but it will be Pepper Allen to win it. Rambo Derby finishing second. Third is Night Orchid. Fighting back the third race winner, number 2, Pepper Allen, 8-year-old roan mare by George Van Allen, by Maura Kerr. Jim Davis driving, mile 2:06 and 3/5. Race 4 of the afternoon, another Springer, Kilkerran Fury, Turnic Joe Ranger, Denishton Dexter, Rescue 911, Putney Nobel, Fit and Chips, BC's Majestic, and Boomel. They're off and pacing off stride. Another Springer moving out for the lead is Kilkerran Fury. Turnic Joe Ranger takes cover second. Denishton Dexter will settle in third. Wide racing in 4 in the early going is BC's Majestic out there 4 deep as they head by the opening 8th. Kilkerran Fury comes away on top, a length and a half. Turnic Joe Ranger second. BC's Majestic up on the limb is third. Denishton Dexter away 4th. Fit and Chips up on the outside is racing in 5. Boomel is traveling from 6. Putney Nobel taking a seat 7. Rescue 911 gets away racing in 8. And trailing is the breaker, another Springer. They move into the turn on their way past the 3/8. BC's Majestic has now taken over from Kilkerran Fury, who's now sitting in the pocket. Turnic Joe Ranger taking a look at a 3. Ashton Dexter is fourth. Parked Outfit and Chips in 5. Boomel has 6. They move off the top turn. 31 seconds was the opening quarter. They race in front of the grandstand for the first time as they approach the half. BC's Majestic showing the way by 1 length over Kilkerran Fury, moving to the outside. Turnick Joe Ranger third, giving cover on the outside fourth. To Ashton Dexter. Boomel is caught in racing fifth. Fit and Chips third over in sixth. Then Putney LaBelle Rescue 911 and another Springer. They were past the halfway point in 103 and 2. They continue down the backside for the final time. BC's Majestic still the boss by half a length. Turnick Joe Ranger's right there second. And Turnick Joe Ranger is now forging to the top. Here comes Ashton Dexter up on the outside to sit second. Dropping back BC's Majestic. Moving up on the outside. Boomel is now third. 3 wide fourth is Fit and Chips. Putney LaBelle has 5. Rescue 911 from 6. They continue on to the top turn, led by Turnick Joe Ranger, 135 and 3 the 3/4. Ashton Dexter is right there second. Boomel is racing third. Fit and Chips up on the limb is racing fourth. Putney LaBelle has 5. They make the final turn. Turnick Joe Ranger trying to fight off Ashton Dexter. They drive to the payoff. Ashton Dexter on the outside. Turnick Joe Ranger. Ashton Dexter on the outside gets up to win it. Finishing second is Turnick Joe Ranger, and the show spot goes to Fit and Chips. Fighting back, the 4th race winner, number 4, Ashton Dexter, a 5-year-old son of Paris Dexter. Sean Murphy of Charlottetown. Earl Smith picking up his second win of the afternoon. The mile 2:06 and 3/5. Race number 5 of the afternoon has Subaru Plus, Courageous Lily, Velvet O'Hara, Skip the Penny, Bet and Win, Whisper Genie, If by Chance, Naughty Bean, and Knotsford Maker. They are off and pacing at the rail. Subaru Plus emerging with the lead. Up on the outside is Velvet O'Hara, getting away second. Naughty Bean hustling up, looking for his seat third. Away racing in 4 is Courageous Lily. 5th along the rail, that's Skip the Penny, up 3 wide in 6 as they move by the 8th. If by Chance, settling in Whisper Genie from 7. Knotsford Maker has 8. And 9th and trailing is Bet and Win. They move down the backside, approaching the opening quarter. Velvet O'Hara now leads it by 1. Subaru Plus is second. If by Chance advancing on the outside third. Naughty Bean at the rail 4th. Courageous Lily to the outside in 5. Taking to the outside to Skip the Penny from 6. Bet and Win moving up into 7. Facing in 8 is Whisper Genie. And lagging behind is Knotsford Maker. 32 seconds was the opening quarter. They round the top turn as they approach the half. Out front, Velvet O'Hara leads it by 3/4 of a length. If by Chance getting the parking ticket second. Locked in the pocket, Subaru Plus is traveling third. Covered up on the outside in 4 is Courageous Lily. Naughty Bean at the rail is hemmed in, pacing in 5. To the outside in 6 is Skip the Penny. Then Whisper Genie, Bet and Win, and Knotsford Maker. Into the turn, they approach the 5/8. 105 and 4 was the half. It's still Velvet O'Hara. Now leading it by 2 lengths. If by Chance on the outside is still racing second. Subaru Plus dropping off on the inside third. Courageous Lily is moving up wide into contention third. They approach 3/4. It's Velvet O'Hara still on top by 3/4 of a length. Courageous Lily is now second. Naughty Bean moving on the outside third. If by Chance at the rail is 4th. Skip the Penny within striking range has 5. Bet and Win in 6. They head past the 7/8. 3/4 in 1:38 and 1/5 second. It's still Velvet O'Hara by half a length. Courageous Lily trying to cut into the lead second. Naughty Bean on the outside third. If by Chance is 4th. They make the final turn with Velvet O'Hara still in control. Courageous Lily on the outside, far outside. Naughty Bean is closing in. Velvet O'Hara, Naughty Bean, Velvet O'Hara will prevail. Second is Naughty Bean. Courageous Lily finishes third. The 5th race winner, number 3, Velvet O'Hara, 4-year-old mare by Harrods, owned by Jim Chambers. Robert Laffin driving. Mile in 2:10 and 3/5. Race number 6 has Canal Street, MD Applebetty, Rennie's Fella, Bio Amber, Double Dealer, Timmy My Boy, May Contain, and Barnabas Here. They're off and pacing with Renee's Fella quick off the gate to grab the early lead. BioAmber moving out second. On the inside third is Canal Street. May Contain hustling up on the limb is fourth. Away in 5 at the rail is MD Apple Betty, followed by Barnabas here racing from 6. Double Dealer gets away in 7. 8th and trailing is Timmy My Boy. Seating arrangements now complete. Single file as they move on to the opening quarter. Renee's Fella on top leads it by 1 length. Sitting in the pocket is BioAmber. May Contain has found room at the rail racing third. Moving up on the outside in 4. He's MD Apple Betty. Canal Street at the rail has 5. Barnabas here from 6. Double Dealer to the outside in 7. And 8th and trailing is Timmy My Boy. 30 4/5 was the opening quarter. They continue off the top turn, approaching the half. May Contain moving up on the outside now to confront Renee's Fella for the lead as they approach the half. Also moving on the outside is MD Apple Betty. In the pocket is BioAmber as they check in at the half. Then a gap of 3 lengths back to Double Dealer in the outside 5th. 6th is Canal Street. Timmy My Boy in 7, and Barnabas here is trailing. They were by the half in 1:02 and 2. They move down the backside for the final time. It's still Renee's Fella holding the lead by a neck. May Contain on the outside is second. Locked in third is BioAmber with cover on the limb. MD Apple Betty racing in 4, a gap of 5 back to Double Dealer racing 5th. Outside Timmy My Boy is 6th. They check in at the 3/4. On the outside May Contain has now moved on to the lead, but controlling the rail is Renee's Fella second. On the outside racing third, MD Apple Betty. At the rail BioAmber 4th. Timmy My Boy getting a closer 5th. They move past the 7/8, 1:33 and 3 of the 3/4. They have less than 1/8 to come as they move off the top turn. May Contain on the outside, a slight advantage. Renee's Fella battling back at the rail. They make the final turn. May Contain leading them home. On the inside and racing second, Renee's Fella. May Contain will win it. Second is Renee's Fella. And it looks like BioAmber third. Part of the grandstand, the winner of race 6, number 8, May Contain, a 7-year-old son of Royal Arms, Obadiah Carter and Stan Rath. Dave Carey driving the mile 2:05 and 1/5. Race number 7 has Rockin' Michael, Oyster Stew, P.A. Cherry, Pomerado, Diamond Almahurst, Guinness, Hawkeye Charamar, J.K. Joker, and Precious Ace. They are off with Rockin' Michael away from the rail to grab the early lead. Guinness hustling up on the outside second. Precious Ace away at the rail is third. Far outside, J.K. Joker 3 wide 4th. Hawkeye Charamar up on the outside has 5. Oyster Stew settles in 6. P.A. Cherry gets away 7, followed by Pomerado and 8, and Diamond Almahurst is 9th and trailing. They move on to the opening quarter from the outside. J.K. Joker quickly takes over, opens to 2.5 lengths. Rockin' Michael is second. Parked out Guinness racing third. Precious Ace out the rail 4th. 5th and parked on the outside is Hawkeye Charamar. 6th along the rail is Oyster Stew. Then we go back to P.A. Cherry, Diamond Almahurst, and Pomerado. They were by the initial station in 30 1/5 second. They're midway through the upper turn. J.K. Joker setting the early tempo. Leads it by 1 length. Getting the parking ticket second as they round the top turn is Guinness. Rockin' Michael gets the Golden Journey racing third. Up on the outside and coming 3 deep as they approach the half is P.A. Cherry. They're 3 wide. Moving past the halfway point at the rail is J.K. Joker. Out there 3 wide is P.A. Cherry in the center. And racing third is Guinness. They race into the turn on their way past the 5/8 and down the backside. Final time 1:02 and 3 was the half. J.K. Joker still with the lead at the rail. Out there 3 wide. P.A. Cherry is second. In the center, Guinness third. Hawkeye Charamar at the rail racing 4th. Then a gap of 3.5 back to Diamond Almahurst in 5. 6th is Oyster Stew. They move past the 3/4. J.K. Joker's the one to catch. Still there by half a length. Guinness hanging tough on the outside second. Hawkeye Charamar is pinned at the rail racing third. P.A. Cherry tailing off 4th. Wide 5th is Diamond Almahurst. Pomerado needs racing room on the inside from 6. They have an 8th to come. 1:33 and 2 the 3/4. They straighten out for the payoff. J.K. Joker still the boss. A length and a half as they make the final turn. Hawkeye Charamar on the inside second. They drive to the payoff. J.K. Joker, Hawkeye Charamar far outside. Diamond Almahurst Pomerado at the line. It's close for win between Hawkeye Charamar and J.K. Joker. Riding back, the 7th race winner, number 7, Hawkeye Charamar, a 6-year-old son of Seahawk Hanover. William Blakeney, Danny O'Brien driving. Mile in 2:05 and 4/5. Race number 8, top of the stretch, and Cinderella. Classy win, 3 A's and a C. Maker first, West River again. Classic Charm, Cocan Willie, Copper Leo, and Lone Water Hobo. They are off and pacing. Classy Win is off the gate first, looking for the lead. West River again hustling out alertly, and West River again quickly takes over the lead at the rail. Is Cinderella away second, getting caught out third is Classy Win. On the inside, Lone Water Hobo gets away fourth. Fifth on the outside is Classic Charm. Copper Leo on the outside is racing from 6. 7 is 3 A's and a C. Then at Maker first from 8, and ninth and trailing the field is Cocan Willie. He steps to the outside as they move past the opening quarter. On top, West River again leads it by 1 length. On the inside, Classy Win is racing second. Outside and traveling third is Cinderella. On the inside, taking a look at a 4, Lone Water Hobo. Fifth is Classic Charm. Copper Leo has 6, and the outside Maker first from 7. 3 A's and a C racing from 8. And still trailing is Cocan Willie. 30 and 3 was the opening quarter as they round the top turn, racing in front of the grandstand for the first time. West River again continuing to show the way. Cinderella on the outside within a half length is second. Classy Win is locked in the pocket third. Second over, racing fourth, Lone Water Hobo. Fifth along the rail is Classic Charm. Then we go back to Maker first, sixth on the outside. Copper Leo hemmed in at the rail in 7. Cocan Willie in 8, and 3 A's and a C is now trailing. The half in 1:02 and 2. They move down the backside for the final time. West River again continuing to chart the path. Half a length advantage over Cinderella. Lone Water Hobo has to go 3 wide. Third, Classy Win is fourth. From far back, here comes Cocan Willie out there. 3 wide, racing fifth within striking range. They move on to the upper turn. 1:34 the 3/4. Cinderella on the outside leads it just by a neck. On the outside, racing second is Lone Water Hobo. On the far outside, Cocan Willie is racing third. Classy Win looking for room fourth. They straighten out through the lane for the final time. Cinderella, Classy Win in the center as they drive to the stretch. It's Classy Win taking over the lead, and Classy Win is going to draw off to win it. Finishing second, it's close. It could be Lone Water Hobo on the outside, and then Cinderella. Son of Jamuga, O'Neil Mose, Gary McDonald driving. The mile in 2:06. Race number 9 has Sterling Orr, Bio Gulliston, Major Trowel, True Pleasure, Island Link, Sparkling Cloud, McHarbor, Solomon Betu, and Hats Off Heartwood. They are off and pacing. Bio Gulliston getting the first call. Up on the far outside is Sparkling Cloud looking for the early lead. Taking a seat is Major Trowel third. Up on the outside, True Pleasure's away fourth. Wide fifth is Island Link. Sixth out the rail, that's Sterling Orr. From 7 is Hats Off Heartwood. McHarbor getting away with 1 horse beaten. That in Solomon Betu as they move on to the opening quarter. Out front and on top by 1 length is Sparkling Cloud. Parked on the outside, True Pleasure is second. Bio Gulliston sits in the garden spot third. Next in line, racing fourth, Major Trull. There goes Island Link to the outside in 5. Following that move is Sterling Orr sixth. Hats Off Heartwood from 7. McHarbor has 8 and trailing the field as they move off the top turn. Solomon Betu 31 and 3 was the opening quarter. They continue off the top turn, approaching the halfway point. True Pleasure parked on the outside has a slight lead as they approach the half over Sparkling Cloud. Bio Gulliston on the inside is racing third. Outside Island Link has 4. Fifth and coming 3 wide is Sterling Orr. They race into the lower turn on their way past the 5/8. Sparkling Cloud still in control. True Pleasure second. Out there 3 wide. And hustling up is Sterling Orr to take over the top spot. 103 3.5. Sterling Orr has cleared the lead by 2 lengths. Racing second, Sparkling Cloud. Bio Gulliston racing third. Hats Off Heartwood fourth. Here comes Mick Harbour going 3 wide now, 4 wide in 5. They move on past the 3/4. Sterling Orr skips off now to 5 open lengths on the far outside. Mick Harbour is moving up to give chase second. On the limb, Hats Off Heartwood is third. Dropping back on the inside, Sparkling Cloud is now fourth. They head past the 7/8, 134 the 3/4. It's Sterling Orr trying to close in on the outside. Second is Mick Harbour. Moving up on the limb to sit third, Hats Off Heartwood through the stretch for the final time. Sterling Orr trying to hold the lead. Mick Harbour closing in. Sterling Orr, Mick Harbour on the outside. Sterling Orr holding on to win it. Finishing second is Mick Harbour. Hats Off Heartwood third. The 9th race winner, number 1, Sterling Orr, a 6-year-old son of Wavor, by Victor Sutherland of Shubenacadie, trained by John Hucko. Gary McDonald catch driving with back-to-back wins. The mile in 2:06 4/5. Race number 10, top of the stretch, has Allen's Birthday, My Giant Maverick, Easy Bruce, First Line Mac, Rockin' and Rollin', Bucky's Bride and Harriet, Moonwatch, and Walk of Life. They're off and pacing. Bucky's Bryden from the outside is quick off the gate with Allen's Birthday at the rail and First Line Mac in the center. They move into the first turn. Allen's Birthday coming away on top. First Line Mac parked out second. On the inside racing third is Walk of Life. Bucky's Bryden now grabbing his seat at the rail fourth. Easy Bruce gets away in 5. Rockin' and Rollin'. Taking undercover in a 6. On the outside, Harriet has 7. Racing from 8 past the opening quarter is My Giant Maverick. And trailing the field is Moonwatch. They head into the turn. Up front, Allen's Birthday dictating the early pace. Leads it by 1 length. From the outside, racing second is First Line Mac. On the inside, Walk of Life is traveling third. Bucky's Bryden takes a look out of 4. There goes Walk of Life to the outside. Now moving up to challenge Allen's Birthday for the lead. 30-1 was the opening quarter. They round the top turn, approaching the half. Walk of Life on the outside, hustling on now to take over. Allen's Birthday is second. Here comes Bucky's Bryden up on the outside. Now to challenge Walk of Life for the lead. They dip into the turn. It's Walk of Life leading the way. Bucky's Bryden is racing second. Allen's Birthday traveling third. On the outside and racing out of 4 is Rockin' and Rollin'. Fifth, and moving off the rail is First Line Mac. They head down the backside for the final time. The half was in 1:02 as they approach 3/4. It's Walk of Life by 3/4 of a length. Bucky's Bryden in pursuit second. Rockin' and Rollin' moving up on the outside now third. Allen's Birthday at the rail is racing fourth. First Line Mac in 5. They race into the turn on their way to the 7/8 and still on top. Walk of Life now by a length and a half. Bucky's Bryden right there second. Then a gap of 3 lengths back to Rockin' and Rollin' third. On the inside racing fourth. As they race off the top turn is Allen's Birthday. 133 the 3/4. Walk of Life is leading them to the payoff. Bucky's Bryden racing second, but it will be Walk of Life to win it. Finishing second is Bucky's Bryden, and the show spot on the outside is Harriet. Riding back, the 10th race winner, number 9, Walk of Life, a 5-year-old black gelded son of Paris Dexter, owned by Frank Fagan Jr. of Moncton. Jim Davis driving, mile in 2:04 3/5. Race number 11, top of the stretch, has Paradox, Joe Sixpack, Diplomat Katie, Mathers Blazure, J.K. Beauty, Bub, Redo Harbor, and Don Mar Lindsay. They're off and pacing. The outside, Redo Harbor away looking for the lead out the rail. That's Paradox emerging with the top spot as they race into the first turn. Paradox comes away on top. On the outside, Diplomat Katie is racing second. 3 wide third. Redo Harbor on the inside fourth is Joe's six-pack. Mathers Blazure takes a seat in 5. JK Beauty gets away in 6. Mar Lindsay from 7. Well back and trailing is Bub. They move on past the opening quarter. From the outside, Redo Harbor hustling up now to take charge. Racing second, Diplomat Katie. Paradox along the rail is third. Moving to the outside, Joe's six-pack fourth. Fifth on the outside and on the move with cover is J.K. Beauty. Inside, Mathers Blazure has 6. Donmar Lindsay stepping to the outside in 7. And well back is Bob. 30-2 the opening quarter. They move off the top turn, entering the stretch for time 1 as they approach the half. Redo Harbor's the pace setter. Has it by 2.5 lengths. Joe's six-pack on the outside. On the inside is Diplomat Katie racing third. Second over is J.K. Beauty. Fourth, fifth is Paradox. Then Donmar Lindsay from 6. Mathers Blazure 7. Eighth and trailing is Bob. 101 and 3 was the halfway point. They enter the backside for the final time. It's Redo Harbor leading it by 1. Diplomat Katie getting a golden trip second. Joe's six-pack on the outside third. J.K. Beauty well spotted on the limb racing in 4. Fifth along the rail. Paradox is locked in. They move past the 3/4. Redo Harbor by 2. Diplomat Katie second. Here comes J.K. Beauty 3 wide third. Dropping back, Joe six-pack is fourth. On the inside, Paradox fifth. They head past the 7/8. 1:32 and 4 the 3/4. Redo Harbor moving to the outside. Diplomat Katie within 3 parts of a length second. J.K. Beauty 3 wide is third. They move off the top turn and straighten out through the lane for the final time. They're led home by Redo Harbor. Diplomat Katie in the outside second. J.K. Beauty is third. They're not getting to Redo Harbor. Diplomat Katie will finish second. J.K. Beauty is third. Heading back, the 11th race winner, number 7, Redo Harbor. The 6-year-old son of Cole Harbor, owned, trained, and driven by Paul Rogerson. The mile in 2:03 3/5. Twelfth and final dash of the afternoon has Hardy Blue, Rebel Forever, Dusty Lane Maria, Denashton Orr, Scallopine, the Cloudmaker, Cherokee Hanover, Bionic Trick, and Mary's First. They are off and pacing. Rebel Forever off the gate looking for the lead. Dusty Lane Maria moving out second out the rail. Hardy Blue is away third as they move into the turn on by the opening 8th. Rebel Forever moving on to the top. Hardy Blue gets away second. Dusty Lane Maria will settle in racing third. Up on the outside, Bionic Trick is fourth. Mary's First comes away in 5. Racing from 6 is Scallopine. The Cloudmaker has 7. Moving to the outside from 8 is Cherokee Hanover, and Ashton Orr is 9th and trailing. They move past the opening quarter and into the turn on their way to the 3/8. Bionic Trick has moved on to take the lead away from Rebel Forever, who's not content in the pocket. Rebel Forever stepping to the outside and now reclaiming the top spot. Racing second is Bionic Trick, a gap of 3 lengths back to Dusty Lane Marie on the outside third. Hardy Blue races out the rail in 4. Mary's First up on the limb has 5. 6th is Scallopine on the outside in 7. As they approach the half, Cherokee Hanover racing from 8 on the outside to Ashton Orr and the Cloudmaker. They continue into the lower turn on their way to the 5/8, and Dusty Lane Maria has taken over the top spot. Rebel Forever is now racing second. Left uncovered on the outside, that's Mary's First third out the rail, and racing out of 4 is Bionic Trick. Cherokee Hanover is 5th. Hardy Blue in 6th. Scallopine, the Cloudmaker, and Ashton Orr. The half in 1:03 and 2 as they approach 3/4. Dusty Lane Maria by half a length. Mary's First on the outside second. Rebel Forever is racing along the rail in 3. Cherokee Hanover takes a look at a 4. Bionic Trick 5. Hardy Blue in 6. Racing in 7 is Scallopine. They continue on past the 7/8. 1:35 to 3/4. It's Dusty Lane Maria now by a length and a half. Mary's First on the outside, giving chase second. Rebel Forever is at the rail racing third. Cherokee Hanover is 4th. Through the stretch they come for the final time. Dusty Lane Maria by 2.5 lengths on the outside. Mary's First. It will be Dusty Lane Maria. Mary's First will finish second. Third, Rebel Forever. Trading back, the 12th race winner, number 3, Dusty Lane Maria, a 4-year-old mare by What a Monster, by Frank Frazier of Inverness. Dave Carey with his second win of the afternoon. Mile 207 and 1/5.